Meta AI is the personal AI to help you with whatever you need. Plus, it meets you where you are. Not only is Meta AI now an app, but it's also on the apps you already know and love: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. Plus the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. It's easy to access wherever you are. So whether you're talking or texting, Meta AI is convenient to use throughout your day. Experience our newest AI that's tailored to you by downloading the Meta AI app. Try the Meta AI app today on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TSTL with a little extra spice. These are bonus episodes of the Too Stupid to Live podcast, where I talk about all things romance adjacent, which obviously is code for whatever topic I want to talk about. And today, we are headed to the fancy lingerie shop of your dreams, where everyone is welcome, because everyone has bodies, and everyone is beautiful. I have no idea if what I just said makes sense. I'm not the expert, but you know who is? Today's guest. My good friend Marlene Maginot is returning to the show to talk about working at Jenette's Bras, which I have to say, as someone who isn't like the biggest fan of shopping, going to Jenette's is actually one of my favorite shopping experiences in Los Angeles. When you are there, you can't not feel like you're beautiful. This episode is going to make you realize that, you know, a lot of the things that you think are like these major physical flaws couldn't be further from the truth. And you don't need a romantic hero to make you realize that. Sometimes you just need someone who knows your bra size. So strap in and enjoy this episode of TSTL with a little extra spice, all about pretty bras and lingerie. Oh my goodness, Marlene Maginot, welcome back to Too Stupid to Live with a little extra spice. How are you?
I'm great. I'm here in my house.
Isn't that what we all could hope for? Great in our house.
There's nobody in my house.
Nice.
Which is a real thrill.
It's, yeah, like definitely live it up, you know, in the few hours you have of no one in your house. I love it. Speaking about being in a great place, how has your life changed for the better since last appearing on this podcast, Too Stupid to Live, with your husband, reviewing the Katie Robert, what did we do with Persephone?
Yes. Yes. Where I wasn't sure if there was magic or there.
And I've read more in the series, still not sure.
Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't know if my life has changed drastically. I feel like I'm still the same person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with a little bit more knowledge.
That is all I want to accomplish on this show, is just to like to make other people smarter. You know, we stay the same.
A lot of my coworkers are really into romantasy and fantasy books. And I feel like I read with you and I went, not for me. Right. And I feel like I've learned that.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. Like, I feel like you kind of need to like go through the effort of like seeing or like experiencing something, whether it's watching or reading, for you to be like, I have so much respect for the people who love this stuff. Like, this isn't getting my juices flowing in a way.
It did not get my juices flowing, but I understand that it gets other people's juices flowing. Yes. Just not me.
Yes. You have a respect for it.
But I respect that other people like it. I'm not going to say that phrase. I'm not going to, yeah.
But it's true. I think it's like, it's like, I feel like that phrase I've heard since I've been like since I was 3 years old or something. And, you know, and it's like, but it's still just very true. You don't yuck someone's yum or yeah. It's true. Okay. Well, you are here on these special episodes of TSTL. I'm calling a little extra spice, where I talk about romance adjacent stuff, which is key, like just basically whatever I want to talk about. You are here to talk about working at Jenette's Bras. I shop there for my bras. You sell beautiful lingerie. So I want to talk. So today we're talking about lingerie and bodies and things of that nature. But before we begin, tell me, how you found your way to working at Jenette's.
So I was a customer first.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think you recommended Jenette bras. I think you were probably wearing a cool bathing suit or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And I've always been busty, but I wasn't crazy busty, but I could go to a Victoria's Secret and be like, these bras don't quite work,
Right.
but this'll do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Jenette's and I got fit.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent so much on a bra. And I remember looking at my bank account going, I cannot believe I'm spending this much money on a bra.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went again and bought a bathing suit and was like, I cannot believe I'm buying a bathing suit for this amount of money. I've never spent this much money in my life on clothing. But then I wore it and went, oh, I get it. So during the pandemic, I used to work at the UCB Theater, got laid off because no one was going to go see improv comedy during the pandemic.
You think they would, And,
no.
Yeah.
So Jenette always writes these little MailChimps and they were hiring. And I went, you know what? Let's see. And so I ended up getting hired.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started at the Pasadena location and now I'm the manager of the Burbank location.
Awesome. And okay, during your interview, what questions did they ask you do you know what I mean? In terms of showing your passion.
Crazy. And honestly, it is when you apply to work at Jenette's, there are 3 interviews.
Oh, wow.
So the first thing is you send, if you're interested, you send an email with a cover letter. If you don't send a cover letter, you're not going to get hired. And they like hiring people that are actually not from lingerie exactly, or retail. They hire a lot of actors or people that were in the service industry because it's a service-based job.
Okay.
So I had a phone interview with their HR person, and then I got asked to do sorry, my dog is barking.
All good.
Sorry, there's a dog. Shut up.
Listen, the dog wants to talk about their interview with
Yes.
No, yeah.
So then I had to do a Zoom interview or Google Meet interview with Jenette and her husband, Aaron. And so then I talked to them. Then I had to, no, I think there was an interview before that. I had to go to the West Side store and I met with the HR person in person. Then I had the Jenette and Aaron interview. Then I had to do a stand-up interview where I go in with 2 fitters and they give me scenarios of different types of clients.
Okay.
So there's the woman that must be served who doesn't really talk to you, but you throw stuff at her. Or the mom and daughter, and the mom is really hard on her daughter's body. Or the friends that are going on a swim trip and one hates their body and the other one loves their body, and just how you deal with that. So improv came in handy really, really well, but also I did fight the urge to go oh, let's make this a funny scene.
All of a sudden you're just I'm a bookseller. Ooh, I'm in a bra store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and da-da-da.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would fail that. I would fail that urge.
I think you'd be great, honestly. Because honestly, if you're a good person, you want to help somebody.
Yeah. But you said something so telling just now about you are preparing to deal with customers who don't have the best body image. And that seems to be maybe more paramount to your job than maybe I was expecting.
Oh, the amount of ways that women hate themselves, truly new ways every single day that I find. And also I just think the targeted ads you get on Instagram where it's get rid of back fat, which is not, I think back fat was a thing that was created by the internet to sell shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just people will hate this little part of of their body,
the armpit
right here.
area. Yeah.
And I'm like, are you wearing like tank tops all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
I was like, are you walking the red carpet?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Then why do you care? Right. And even if you were walking the red carpet, why do you care?
Right. Like, so basically you're kind of just like, oh, bodies are bodies. They're all different.
They're all different.
Yeah.
They're all different, but they're all the same.
Yes. Yes. I know exactly what you mean. And what's interesting about Jenette's is that it does have not a certain body type, but it's, logo or tagline.
It's the alphabet starts at D. So we cater to women that are D cups and above, which a lot of people are. We also have A, B, and C cups. They're just hiding. So right. If you were that size, we can help you too.
Oh, cool. That is so good to know. Because I do have a lot of friends who are like, oh, I need to get a new bra. And I'm like, go to Jenette's. I don't know your size, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's
I will say our A, B, and C cups are going to be more fancy if we can size you. But I'd be like, if you just want a regular t-shirt bra, like, here's your size. You can.
Right.
I'll help you, but you're going to have to spend some money. And you might need to.
Right. Yeah. But like the thing is that it's a good investment. I think, I mean, obviously when you look at the stuff, like when you're walking by Jenette's and you like see kind of the stuff, you immediately see lace, you see lingerie, but you don't really see as much like, how do I say it? Like day-to-day bras? Like,
t-shirt bras.
T-shirt bras.
A pretty bra can be your everyday t-shirt bra.
And you need to tell me that every day, because I have a lot of fancy bras that you've actually fit me in that I love, that I'm like, oh, this is a special one. And it's like, why am I not wearing it?
No, wear it. Well, there's a story. I think it was one of my fitters had a client one time, and she had heard a story about a photographer who was like in the Middle East, and she always wore fancy lingerie. So she'd be, in fatigues and stuff. She's like, well, at least I was wearing something pretty under that. Like, I knew it was pretty.
That is so cool. That's pretty cool. Like, do you think working at Jenette's has kind of like changed how you feel about like how people feel about like not how you feel about your own body personally, but just like the journey of self-acceptance in a way?
Yeah, there's definitely clients that really are okay with their body, and they're on every size of the spectrum, and they're just happy to find something pretty. Or there are people who are a certain size who feel like they've never found something pretty. It's like they have to go to that store where like the old lady is like hoisting you up, and it's like a front closure industrial bra, and I'm like, no, there is something pretty out there for you. And but there's also people who just, you can give them anything, you can say that they're beautiful, and they will hate themselves no matter what.
Right. Yeah. Because it is, well, I mean, I think what you're saying is like, or what I'm getting from it is that like learning to love yourself is such an internal journey. You're not going to get it from an external validation, I guess. No. And I will say a lot of people really hate themselves and really want other people to know that they hate themselves. Wow. And I'm like, I'm just a fitter. I'm just here trying to get you into something. I don't. Yeah. It sounds like, you know how I don't need to be a part of this. Yeah. Because you know how like hairstylists are also therapists. It feels like you have a bit of like a therapist kind of role at times. A lot of our fitters do go to school to be therapists. No way. That's such okay. Yeah. That's a very common pipeline. Yeah. The bra fitting to therapy pipeline. Yeah. But I will say that as a fitter, I'm happy to talk, but that's like my least favorite type of fitting. And I was like, oh no. Let's be done. Yeah. Well, I mean, you are seeing people at their most vulnerable. Yes. And it is kind of there's a level of a sacred space in it in a way. I have some people that get a little nervous, and I'm like, oh, it's like a nurse. Like, I've seen it all. I've seen all. I truly, I don't care. Right. Yeah. You're just doing your job. Yeah. Yeah. My daughter was like, do you see boobs all the time? I was like, yeah, it is.
I just figure out what's the best bra to hoist them up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So like, okay, I think there's a big thing in like romance novels where like if you have a character wearing lingerie, especially if it's like this like heteronormative romance novel, if you will, and the guy's thinking, oh, she wore that for me, oh, she's wearing this because like she's trying to turn me on, as you know, from the male perspective. And I guess my question for you is like, in the general scheme, like who is lingerie for? What is your opinion on that?
I think it can just be for you. It's so funny because I have a lot of lingerie. I work at a lingerie store, so I buy a lot of sets for myself.
Of course,
and
you can, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like I like get home and I'm like, oh, let's take this off for like take off my work clothes, and my husband's like, oh, but what about me? And I'm like, oh, sorry.
Right. Yeah. No, did you come in today? No.
No. But I do think there's lingerie that I call like high heel bras. Like this is a going out, this is a date night bra. But I think it can go either way. I think it can be for sex, but it could also just be, I want to wear something pretty.
Right. Yeah. Tell me about like the joy of wearing something pretty, like what it feels like, how it can like make your day better, you know.
I'm a clothes horse to begin with.
Yes. I mean, you're the person everyone like, I feel like amongst our group, like if people are like, who has the best style, you're number one. Like you are the most stylish of everyone I know.
I love clothes. And so the brands that we carry make really beautiful lingerie, and it's like, it can be functional. It can be like the lace is actually doing stuff. If I wish that so many women didn't think that they needed to just have a beige bra to go with everything. I'm like, no, you can just wear whatever you want. It helps make an outfit better. Like the different bras work for different outfits. And like a sexy bra, like a nice sexy half cup you can wear with a nice heart-shaped dress, and it works, but it's also sexy, and if it peeks through. Is that answer?
100%. And I mean, like, I feel like, do you ever like, I mean, I guess maybe from my experience being fitted in there, especially going for the first time and just, you know, not having the best body image, just having my mind blown about like, oh yeah, like I can wear whatever I want and I can feel sexy. Like it's just, it's such an easy kind of, it's easy to say, hard to do, and like your mind explodes.
Yes. And like there's definitely people who a bra doesn't have to be sexy. It can be functional. And like there are people where it's like, I don't want to feel sexual, and like that's fine too.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy to give you something that is comfortable, that pushes you down, if that's what you want.
Right. Yeah.
That's okay too.
Do you think that there's like a still maybe some sort of stigma against maybe being bustier that like we're not noticing?
Yes, completely. I think a lot of women come in and they go, I want to be pushed down. I don't want anybody to see my nipples. God forbid anybody see my nipples, which it's so funny to me, but what?
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I had to have a mastectomy, a preventative one. And I did a nipple sparing one because I wanted to look down and be like, those are mine.
Yes.
Like when I look down, it's like, I still recognize my boobs.
Right. Yeah. For sure. You wanted to like, I'm assuming, maintain a part of yourself. Like,
yeah, exactly. But there's definitely women just don't want to, they like push it down. They want to be minimized. But sometimes just having a properly fit bra minimizes you because you're lifted and it gives you a waist.
Right. Yeah. You're just automatically like kind of fitted. And
yeah.
It like to the outside eye, it looks
smaller.
Yeah.
It's also funny. A lot of women that are small for our store will come in and think they have the biggest boobs that anybody has ever seen.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. All right, C-cup.
Yeah, you have Nick the Game moment. You can like tell someone's bra size by looking at them now. Not that I'm saying you ogle at people all the time, but you.
Oh, but I
like
can.
Yeah, you can.
Sometimes it depends on how bad their bra is. Sometimes I'm really off.
Right. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, it depends on the brand. As you taught me, it can depend on the brand. So like, it feels like there's like, I don't know, I, as a bustier person myself, and as someone who wears baggy clothes, and just hearing like you talk, it seems like there's this like need to be invisible and feel invisible and push your body down and push it away.
Yeah, and I understand that. I have a lot of clients who maybe had some man in their life say something funky, and that's like stuck with them forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to discount anybody for that. I'm not going to make you want to show you. I don't.
Sure.
I'm not going to make you show your body. Like,
yes. No, you have to. Yeah. You're not here. You're not a pimp.
No. I just want to get you in a bra that fits. That's all.
Yeah. You have one goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I do think a lot of women, again, it's like the sexualization of breasts and just of people's of bodies, and it's like, I don't know what the point is, but
no, but I see what you're saying of like, oh, our bodies are more than just sex symbols to other people. Like, they're holding us up.
Yeah, and it's just, they also, I see all kinds of bodies. I see young girls that are coming in for fittings. I see women that are nursing or after nursing and postpartum. I see people that are in their 90s. Like, I've seen every boob of every age.
Yeah. Putting that on. Yeah. That's your tagline. I've seen every boob of every age.
Every age, yes. I've seen all of them at every stage.
Yeah. I have to ask, and if this is like too personal, you don't have to answer it, but you are the mother of 2 girls, and has like working in this industry, working at Jenette's kind of like shaped the way of like how you maybe are kind of teaching your daughters?
Yes. I'm always, I want to be aware of, I never want to put my body down in front of them because I already see girls in their school caring about things they don't need to care about. I see 4th graders with full skincare regimes where I'm like, you have the most perfect skin right now. Why do you need toner?
You're right. Yeah. Do you know what toner is? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why do you need wrinkle cream? Like,
right. Yeah.
And I don't know. The internet is really scary, and thank God they're not on any like social media at the moment.
Right. Yeah.
So I just want to like make sure that they're comfortable in their own skin and know that bodies are normal, like in every size, which I think is so hard now because I don't know what people are getting fed on the internet, but it's just.
Oh my God, totally. I mean, I think you still see the same thing, and it's kind of like the same message, but different. Like, I don't know. I just remember, maybe a few years ago, I went to the gym, and like we had a substitute teacher. It was a boxing gym, and we were doing like arm exercises, and I like choose the lightest weights because I'm not there to lift weights. I'm there to punch it. Right. So I just remember the guy's like, 2 pounds, come on, you can go bigger. Don't you want to go to the beach? And I was like, and that was such a, and I think about that a lot because I wanted to I didn't want to be a dick to him, but I should have. And I should have been like, oh my God, I'm not allowed at the beach. Like, I just wanted to see what he would say. Didn't, obviously. But it's such a telling thing of like, oh, those rules of like having a beach body or being allowed to do a certain thing based on size, it's still there maybe.
And I think, we sell bathing suits, which is that's hard. Getting someone into a bathing suit is really hard, and it's a really personal thing. Like, you're putting yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, not everybody wants to be in the tiny itty bitty bathing suit, and that's okay. And it's like, you can be comfortable in like a high waist bathing suit. That's great. I'm comfortable in a high waist bathing suit. I had 2 kids. Like, there's like, we all have little pieces of our body that we're like, don't love.
Yeah.
And don't want to accentuate. And that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't have to hate myself because of it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like this all or nothing thinking in a way of like, okay, I have this, like, I don't like my pooch or pouch or whatever, my fanny pack or whatever. Oh my God, I'm not allowed at the beach. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane thinking, but I think that's what we're fed, you know?
Yeah. And that's not, I don't know. I hope my girls like themselves, and they are embarrassed that I work at a lingerie store, but maybe they'll like it later in life.
Oh my God, 100%. Well, first of all, and later in life, I'm sure they'll still have that friends and family discount or whatever. So they'll be
No, they're so funny. Like, I asked Phoebe, I was like, "Oh, do you tell people what I do?" And she's like, "No." I was like, okay. I just say you work at a store.
Which is she's not lying.
She's not lying.
Yeah. So, okay, this is a dumb question, but just like, are there different types of lingerie beyond, like, categories of lingerie beyond just like bra and underwear? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are the different, tell me about it.
So there's like bodysuits and little negligees and chemises. We at Jenette's mostly have sets and bodysuits. There was this really fancy brand we used to carry that was like mesh and had gold plated little strappy things. There's the little garter belts. There's all kinds of lingerie thingies.
Right. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We're not gonna have like the costumes or something. You can go to Romantics for that shit.
Sure. Yeah, like, not like role playing, blah blah blah. So, like, tell me about like a sequence. Like, let's say I went in and I was like, knowing me and my background and how much I don't wear lingerie. Say you have someone coming in and like, I want to try to wear sexy lingerie for the first time. Like, is there like a starter kit?
Yes, I would give you this brand. I would, because I know your size, but
yeah, obviously, yeah.
I would know it. I would give you like a sexy half cup,
and a half cup is like kind of just like part of
like a cross, like a balconette, like and like a cute set, and like maybe I'd give you a little garter belt, but or I'd give you like a fun bodysuit.
And so, like, do you ever, like, okay, this is such a weird question, and this is getting personal, but like, in my life, when I have worn a set and got into the moment, let's say, I feel like, does this match too much now? Do you know what I mean? Like, should I, like, does this look like I'm trying?
No. I think it's fine.
Of course it's fine. But like, I'm just like thinking about like, just like insecurities that come up randomly, you know?
I think it's fine. But also sometimes I feel like people don't care. Right. Or they'd be like, the bra comes off and like, oh, that matched. I didn't realize. Which that's funny.
Yeah. Just like thoughts that I have, or, you know.
I'm wearing a matching set now.
I mean, I should be. I'm wearing. I've. You know, can I be honest with you? I just like forget what I put on in the morning these days. Like, I'm just like, I just pull something out, and then I'll like at the end of the day when I'm changing into pajamas, like, this is what I wore. Okay, great. Like,
I do have to like wear nice lingerie to work, so I do have to think about it and go. Sometimes somebody will be concerned about something, so I'll show them my bra and go, see.
Wow, you really do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. Let's move on then. And I want to kind of go back to the idea of like the stigma against busty women, which is like, I am busty and I don't just like sometimes when I read books or you see it in movies and TV of like, when you describe someone, when you see a busty woman, all of a sudden, like, there's a personality assigned to them, and that personality is like overly sexualized, body, you know. Tell me about that. Like, how, like, it's just something that I've noticed my whole life.
Like Ren Fair.
Yes, like women, like, yeah, like,
buxom
whorehouses.
Yes.
Like selling mead.
Yes. And I have people that come in that want that look.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. I think I was growing up, I was busty, but didn't know I was busty.
Mm-hmm.
Is that?
Yeah, same. Yeah.
But I do remember I was on the bus and somebody said, like, when I was in seventh, and I was graduating high school, and somebody said, when you were in middle school, you had the best boobs in middle school.
Wow.
And at the time I was like, oh, thanks.
And you were in like the yearbook for that? That's boobs.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 2025. Now it's fine.
Yeah. Because like,
come back around.
I still think that there's like, I don't know. Again, like you said, everybody's different. I there was a while where, like, you know, I started growing boobs, and like they're like, people have an odd fascination with it.
They make it their person, like, people make it your personality, and you're like, no, it's just my body.
Yeah. And I still sometimes like get these moments where, like, if someone mentions something, even now, where I'm just like, ugh, I feel like I turn back into a 14-year-old again. Do you know what I mean? Of just like, oh no, wait, I'm 40, I'm an adult, like, this is fine. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny because, like, having big boobs and then having children, it's like, oh, these boobs, like, when I had kids, I was like, oh, this is what they're for.
Yeah, for sure.
I was oh, mm-hmm. I can feed a whole brood with these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then after I had kids, I wanted to be a lactation consultant, and I did that for a little. I like went to school for a little bit for it, and then I was like, oh no, I hate new moms. I don't want to do that. I was like, oh no, this not for me. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm not going to spend any more money on this.
Right. Yeah.
But then, you know, and then I had to have a mastectomy. So I think I could have, you get to like choose how big you are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I still want to be busty. I could have been smaller, but that's my body. Like, that's what I'm used to.
Yeah. There is something interesting about that. Like, this is not the same thing at all, but I got a deviated septum fixed, and I was like, to this day, I'm like, why didn't I just get a full nose job? You know what I mean?
But it's your nose.
Exactly.
But you don't want to, like, Jessica Biel? Is it Jessica? Not Jessica Biel. It's Jennifer Grey.
Yeah, Grey. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to? You don't want to Jennifer Grey it. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. Now, before we end, I want to ask you, like, do you have any tips for lingerie wearers, you know, that you usually give, whether it's how to take care of it, how often you should wash them, things like that?
Okay. I want people to get away from molded bras, padded bras.
I need to do that, and I'll help. I'll try.
I understand it's hard, but people are afraid of, like, they're like, my nipple, and I'm like, you can still see your nipple with a molded bra, like.
Right. I mean, I will say, going back to myself, just knowing that I have been, I don't know, like, not wearing a molded bra and, like, seeing snickering, like, that, to like, being on stage and seeing snickering, or like being on stage doing a set, coming off and having people be like, I was staring at your tits the whole time. You know what I mean? And you're just like,
like, people
awful.
Are assholes.
Yeah, like, they're terrible.
We have people. They say that they're a teacher. I'm like, of course, here. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Children are awful. Men are awful.
Yeah.
Some are nice.
Yeah. They're okay.
But also some women are awful too. But, like,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But seams are good. Seams are fine. Mm-hmm. Get properly fit. Like, make sure you know your size, and you're not one size.
Right.
It's a hinge. Some brands, different cup size, different things are going to fit differently. Mm-hmm. Also, what you have in your mind of what you think a bra should look like or what it should look like on you, maybe your breasts aren't maybe that style doesn't work the best on you, and be open to trying new styles that you wouldn't try, because who knows, it might change. Hand wash your bras, don't stick them in the washing machine, they will die. I don't want to say it the last time I washed my bras because it's embarrassing.
We won't you'll get canceled in the bra world. No,
it's fine.
I don't wash mine nearly enough, and like
it's like jeans, when it's
exactly.
funky.
Yeah. Like I'm just like, I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's time, and then
But I also like work at a bra store and I have so many bras,
right?
But I still like wear like the same 3 over and over and over again.
I mean, you're a real human being.
I know which ones I like.
Exactly.
And I guess I'm trying to think if there's anything like other tips. I don't know, just be open to trying some fun. If you're going to get fit, try things on that you wouldn't try on. Because you never know. You might like something that you didn't think you were going to like.
Yeah.
It's like clothes. You're like, I'm going to try that weird halter dress. Like, if you're there, why not?
Yeah. You might discover something new about yourself.
Try stuff on with different necklines, because not one bra is not going to work with every single outfit. And I understand people are on a budget. So I'm not
100%. Yeah. Of course. It's like the economy's terrible right now. We have tariffs.
Oh yeah, it sucks. Tariffs are real bad. Not a fan.
Exactly. Like we're talking about in a time where everything is a little bit more like utopia,
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, I don't know. Just be open to trying stuff on, and like, don't hate yourself. I know that's such a hard thing.
Such a hard thing. But honestly, like, it kind of makes me feel better knowing other people hate themselves too. I mean, that's such a terrible thing. No one should hate themselves, but it does, like, sometimes I'm assuming a lot of other people do too. Like, not only like as women do we have to be this, we have to be that, but we also have to be confident. We also, like, if we show any sort of like dissatisfaction with ourselves, it's unattractive and we shouldn't be that way and it's annoying or whatever. And so just like knowing that like other people kind of have these like endless struggles that is all just thinking in our brains. Like, we're not doing anything physical. It's just thoughts on how we feel about ourselves. Like, there is a level of like comfort there, Yeah,
I've had clients, and they've been hating their body, and I'm like, just be kind to your body. Like, how lucky you are to just be able to like walk into the store and try something on, or just be kinder to it. It's like, would you talk to somebody else's body that way?
Of course not.
But people they're so mean to themselves.
I know. And
and they'll be like they'll be so pretty, and I'm like, why? Why do you hate yourself so much? You're beautiful.
And you're beautiful, Marlene.
No, and that, I mean, but some people have ugly personalities, but most people are
right. The only ugliness is personalities.
Yeah, but they have rockin' bots.
Yeah, it's like so they're okay. They can get away with like being mean and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so before we go, I'm going to ask you, okay, what are you like reading or watching or doing that's been like kind of like your escapist / guilty pleasure, but you don't have to feel guilty about it, obviously. What's been your latest escapism hyperfixation?
Okay, I'm reading all of the Tom Ripley books.
Okay.
I'm in the 4th one. I heard the 5th one is shit, so I won't even bother.
Okay.
And those are the first one is great. The other ones are kind of meh, but I'm already invested. So
yeah, no, sometimes it's just, you just got to go. You started this path, finish it.
But he's such a fun little sociopath. So I've never seen the movie, so I guess I'll probably watch the movie at some point. Right. I've been watching I've been watching Survivor, but old seasons of Survivor.
Yes, but that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And then Taskmaster, if you've ever, which is great.
Never seen Task. Everyone, I feel like so many. Maybe have I seen? Is it the one with the kids and they have to do like duties? No, thinking something else. Okay.
It's with comedians, with British comedians.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just a panel show, and people have to do stupid stuff.
Oh, I love it.
And I think if you search like best seasons of Taskmaster, it'll tell you which season to watch.
Okay,
and
cool.
It's very British,
Love it.
but very silly. And what else am I watching? I'm trying to think. Like nothing, because I have children, so I have to watch stuff with them.
Yeah.
So I can't watch anything because they'll walk in right as somebody is hardcore fucking every single time.
That I feel like that always happens. It's so funny. Like there's a lot of times where like someone will be on the show. Like I was watching it right when they got to like the most explicit thing. It's like, Mom. Like,
yep. I was watching. Was it Normal People?
Oh yeah.
And that show was real sex heavy, and just Phoebe just walked straight in, and I had to like turn off the TV as he's going down on her. Like, why? Yeah. I cannot win. So.
Well, listen, you are winning because you are helping people find the right bra, and there couldn't be like a more important, like, I don't know, like role that you could play in just like how people, we wear them every day. They keep us upright, and you're helping people just like live their daily lives with like a little more ease. So yes. You are winning.
Oh, well, thank you.
And thank you so much for being a guest. This was such a lovely talk.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to talk about bras and boobs.
If you liked this TSTL with a little extra spice, feel free to support the show by subscribing to the Substack, tstlpodcast.substack.com. And if you didn't like this TSTL with a little extra spice, like, did you turn it off? Like, you can just stop listening. I don't know what. Too Stupid to Live is part of the Culture Media Network. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a busty and non-beige rest of your day.
Hey, this is Chess from The Wandering Hearts, and this is Our House. From our new album, Deja Vu, We Have All Been Here Before.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard.
It's all the classics you know, including Teach Your Children.
Teach your children well. Their father's hell did slowly go by.
And Carry On.
Rejoice, rejoice, we have no choice but to carry on.
Be sure to check out Deja Vu by The Wandering Hearts wherever you stream your music.